Asalam-o-Alikum and welcome back. Our today topic in the business statistics and mathematics class is about regression. So, what is regression? The regression is defined as the dependence of one variable upon another variable. Example of regression problem is yield of crop grown with different amount of fertilizers, or we can say length of the life of certain animals exposed to different amount of radiations. So regression coefficient. What is regression coefficient? Regression coefficient is the rate of change in the expected value of one dependent variable for a given observed variable. So there are two regression coefficient. Regression coefficient of x on y and regression coefficient of y on x. Regression coefficient is denoted by bxy and byx. So regression coefficient of x on y. Regression coefficient of x on y gives the value by which x variable changes for a unit in the value of y variable. The coefficient of regression of x and y is given as bxy equals to r into sigma x divided by sigma y. So, uh, what is the regression coefficient of y on x? So regression coefficient of y on x gives the value by which the y variable changes for a unit in the value of x variable. So the coefficient of regression of y on x is written as b yx which is equals to r into sigma y upon sigma x. So this is for regression coefficient of y on x, and regression coefficient of x on y is r into sigma x divided by sigma y. So what is a regression line? Regression line is a line drawn on a graph paper showing the value of one variable associated with the corresponding mean values of the other variable. So regression lines study the average relationship between two variables. Only a straight line is used as a regression line in describing the shape of the average relationship between two variables. So the straight line can be expressed by a linear equation like y equals to a plus bx, which is a linear equation. So what is a regression equation? Regression equation are algebraic expression of the regression line. So there are two regression equation because there are two regression lines. So there are regression equation of y on x and regression equation of y on x. Number one is x on y, the second one is y on x. So the regression equation of x on y, this equation shows the effect of variation of x and y variable. So we write the formula of a regression equation of x and y. X minus x bar equals to r into sigma x, because this is x on y. So sigma x is divided by sigma y into y minus y bar. The next is a regression equation of y on x. So this equation shows the effect of change in y variable on x variable. So we can write this equation y minus y bar equals to r into sigma y divided by sigma x into x minus x bar. So regression equations are used for two purposes. Firstly, they provide the values for the regression lines, and secondly, they provide a numerical method of finding out the most suitable value of x for a given value of y and the most suitable value of y for a given value of x.